Good morning, everybody, or afternoon, wherever you are. It is about 12 noon here in Stockbridge, Georgia. I keep looking at my light. My light's up there. I need to be looking at that camera right there. But hope everybody's doing well. Today is day 11 for the Georgia quarantine type thing. Let me turn this volume down a little bit. Hopefully y'all can hear me okay, but I can get loud sometimes. Anyway, still haven't shaved, but I hope everybody's doing well today. Today's kind of a sad and happy day. Sad because a good friend of mine that I grew up with their whole family for years, Julie and Ira Skipper, are good friends of mine, and they worked for the Billy Graham organization for years and years and years and did all the crusades and that kind of thing. Well, Julie Skipper, in her mid-80s, went home to be with the Lord yesterday, which I thought it's sad because we'll miss her, and she's not here on this earth, but it's rejoicing and happy because of her, because she is in heaven. That's what she's always talked about, taught about, shared about, was a relationship with Christ and being in heaven. So she is in heaven this morning. And I thought it was kind of neat. One of her sons wrote me last night or early this morning, and she went to heaven on Easter. So she is resurrected in a new body in heaven today, which is an awesome, awesome thing. So I just think that's great. So let me know y'all are here. Leave some comments or something. There's some people. I see there's people watching. Tim Trowell, yes, loved Mrs. Skipper. She was an awesome, awesome lady, and just great, great lady. And so pray for the family. I know they're rejoicing. They're happy. It's happy and sad. I've always been told that you don't truly grow up until your parents are gone. I lost my dad when I was 16, 1978, a couple of days before Thanksgiving in November when my dad passed away. It was kind of a different type of thing. A group from Liberty University, that's how I knew about them and ended up going to their college, came to our high school, Mount Vernon Christian School, and did, like a week-long, I guess, spiritual emphasis type thing, and it was funny, and they had skits and all that kind of stuff. But the day before my dad passed away, the speaker talked about loving your parents and said, you need to go home today. Tell your dad that you love him. Tell your mom that you love him, because you might not have a chance tomorrow. And my dad was a big guy and, very athletic, loved all the sports, and he was a guy's guy. And he never did express, I knew he loved me, but he never did say it verbally. And I went home that night and really tried to get up the courage to tell my dad I loved him, and I didn't do it. And the next day is when my father passed away. And I never took the opportunity to tell him that I loved him. So I know I'll see him in heaven, and I know I will one day, but that's one thing I wish I had done. My mother I told I loved all the time, which was great. She knew I loved her. I told her all the time after that because I learned my lesson. But if you have a loved one, wherever they may be, maybe you're quarantined with them, tell them you love them. Before you kill them, I know we're all quarantined, so you don't want to kill each other, but tell them you love them, that's for sure. But pray for the Skipper family today, because I know that they're happy and sad at the same time. So I wanted to say, too, that today's Monday. Every Monday on radio stations across the country, they air my radio show called the Monday Mood Changer, which is it's either 2 minutes or less. Boy, I really look bad on here, don't I, with all this scruffiness. But anyway, 2 minutes or less. It's a radio show that I do. Takes a little comedy clip from one of my live shows and then does I do a little devotion about it. And it's 2 minutes or less. That way they would get it on the air on Mondays without me having to pay them. And so that's the reason I did it. But it's on stations across. Maybe you hear it already. I don't know. But what I've been doing the past 4 weeks or so is I've been emailing that out to my email list and it's called the Monday Mood Changer every Monday, and it's either 2 minutes or less, and I've been putting it in an email too. So if you want to get my Monday Mood Changer email every Monday, it's an audio clip that you just listen to. It's the same thing they play on the radio station, but you can get it, but you have to sign up for it. Go to my website, ScottDavis.com. You see it right there in the corner of your screen, the left-hand side, ScottDavis.com. If you scroll down on the first page, down to the bottom, you will see sign up for Scott's News. There's a big section that says social, and it's got my, Facebook link, and it's got the Instagram. You can see the pictures there, but right underneath there it says subscribe to Scott's newsletter, so be sure and subscribe to that. I've already sent out today's. We have a little over 6,000 people on my email list, but if you subscribe today, I'll check it later this afternoon, and any new subscribers, I'll go ahead and send it again later this afternoon. That way you'll get it. But go to ScottDavis.com, scroll down to the bottom, and you'll say, hey, James Martin, good to see you. Glad you're here joining us. But go to ScottDavis.com, scroll down to the bottom, and subscribe. You enter your email, just enter your, I think it's your name and email and zip code, that way we know where you're coming from. And then it sends you an email to make sure you really want to get this. And then you have to confirm that, because we don't want to just throw people on there. And you can unsubscribe, anytime. I have 6,000 people on there. We have new subscribers, and every week we have people that unsubscribe because, I bore them, I guess, or they get tired of it, or maybe they just get too much email. But go to ScottDavis.com, down at the bottom, subscribe to that. Also, if you're not subscribed to the YouTube channel, right now this live show goes to my Facebook, I got 2 Facebook pages, YouTube, Twitter, all that kind of stuff. But eventually, I'm going to, probably next month, just not do any of that stuff and just go live to YouTube. So it'll be live on YouTube. So make sure you go to youtube.com, and you'll see right here. It muted me. There we go. youtube.com/ScottDavisTV. youtube.com/ScottDavisTV. So go there and subscribe, because it's only going to be live on YouTube after a while, and then I'll just post it later on Facebook, and but it won't be live on there. So I wanted to show you some funny pictures today, if that's okay, because I thought these were funny pictures. Now, some I've taken and some I have not. Today's they were just ones that I found that I thought were funny. Here's the first one. This was around the neighborhood. Quarantine party tonight, 7 p.m. at your house. Bring your own bottle. I thought that was great. So, quarantine party, but it's your own house. And here's another one I thought was great. Somebody posted this and say, I don't think I'll go upstairs. I wouldn't either. First of all, hey, Trudy. There's Trudy Silvas Moore. I've always known her as Trudy Silvas, but hey, Trudy. But I wouldn't go upstairs either. Of course, I'm not a cat fan anyway. Cats are okay with a little teriyaki sauce. No, I shouldn't say that, should I? So here's another funny one I thought. Cooter Brown's Rib Shack. We wash our hands before and after we rub our butts. I thought that was hilarious. Some people that might offend, but that's okay. I'll offend you if that's the case. I thought that was cute. And then here's another one. Ron Reams. I love Ron. Hey, Ron. Good to see you. Here's another one right here. This is an actual picture of somebody's town. Those are the actual street names. Look at that. That street. The other street, this street. Well, somebody was at that other bar too long drinking too much stuff when they named that town streets. All right, so here's another one I think is great. Now, this is a mask any woman could get behind. I love that. Isn't that freaky looking? That is just freaky looking. Hey, Angel Curry. Right there saying hi. All right, so let's look at another one here. I thought that's hideous, really. Beware of log. I blew it up so you could see. That's an actual log. Instead of beware of dog, somebody put their log out there. You can tell people are having too much time on their hands during the quarantine. This is great. This was for Easter. They couldn't get out of the house and go get Easter bunnies, so they decorated their flamingos in their yard, which I thought was awesome. Made them into bunnies, one-legged flamingo bunnies. All right, let's look at another one here. All right, this is a guy's 3-year-old. You can tell it's like day 26 of quarantine, and she's talking to the yard art. She's now talking to the ornaments in her yard. Oh, people start to go crazy being locked up and for so long. All right, so let's look at another one. This is one of my favorites. This was somebody's chocolate Easter bunny they got for their kids that they left in the car too long, which I thought was great. That is one. Mad Bunny. Thought that was awesome. All right, so now what I want to do is, so those are the funny pictures for today. Just ones that I found funny today. I thought they were cute. I've been going through some old footage and thought I'd play you a song that I recorded at a live event a couple of years ago. Babby Mason joined me, and several people from Casting Crowns came, and one person, Melody DeVivo, is part of Casting Crowns. Her husband, Juwan, they're both great friends of mine, and they play in the band, and Melody plays the violin. She's one of the female singers, and she plays the violin and sings, and I asked her to join me in singing. I don't know what that was that came up, but anyway, I asked her to join me to sing at this concert I did, and to play the violin on this song, Turn Your Eyes Upon Jesus. So I found that the other day, and I thought I'd play it for you now. So here's a little song for you from my live concert event.
Will grow strangely dim in the light of His glory and grace. Turn your eyes upon Jesus. Look full in His wonderful face, and the things of earth will grow strangely dim in the light of His glory and For this is the will of the Father, that everyone who looks on the Son and believes in Him should have eternal life. And I will raise Him up on the last day. And the things of earth will grow strangely dim in the light of His glory and grace.
Well, there you go. I thought that would be appropriate today since my friend Mrs. Skipper is with Jesus and she is now raised to a new life in Him. But anyway, that was live. That was no fixes or anything. That's the way it was. So, not perfect, but I thought it would be kind of cool to play that. And David Pantana joined today. I love David. You know what I love about David? Is he is honest. He said that intro was too long. That's probably true. On video like that, it is a long intro. In concerts, I can talk over it a little bit and say, hey, go buy this. But thanks, David. And it's good to see Crystal. And Crystal, she said she loved that song. And she thought it was beautiful. Well, thank you. That was Melody DeVivo playing the violin. She's part of Casting Crowns, and she was singing with me a little bit on there. And that was Matt Duran, who was playing piano. He is the worship pastor, one of the worship pastors at my church here in Stockbridge, McDonough. And then that was Jack Williams on the drums. He was doing that. Let me turn these little beeps down. And then let's see who else was on there. Matt's brother is actually Cliff Duran. He's the worship pastor up at Woodstock First Baptist in Woodstock, Georgia. So, and there's Rhonda. Hey, Rhonda. Man, it's been a long time since I've heard from you. I think she still lives in Charlotte, North Carolina. And, well, thank you, David. I'm glad the song blessed you. I'm hoping I'm taking some more that I'm taking from old live videos that have never been produced or done, and kind of editing them up since I have plenty of time, and I might put them on the website. Go to Scott Davis TV at YouTube, youtube.com/ScottDavisTV, and subscribe, and that's where we're going to put this stuff. I'm going to put this here now, youtube.com/ScottDavisTV. That is the website. So there you go. So go to youtube.com/ScottDavisTV and subscribe. That's where I'll be putting these videos. So I already have a couple of them up there. Jesus Paid It All. I did with Babby Mason and Melody DeVivo. That's up there from that same concert live. Like I said, it's not perfect, but it's live. We didn't go fix all that stuff later like you're supposed to. I just edited it and stuck it on there. So check that out at youtube.com/ScottDavisTV. I put 2 or 3 songs on there. So check those out. Make sure you subscribe to that, and then go to ScottDavis.com, scroll down to the bottom, and sign up for my email newsletter, so you'll get the Monday Mood Changer. If there's any new ones, later today, if there's any new ones, I'll make sure and send it out to the new people. There's Beth McCamey. She's always faithful to be on here. I love you, Beth. Hope you're doing well. And Angel said, thank you for sharing your music. It's been a blessing to me since I was 9 or 10 years old and have been at my church in Huntington, West Virginia. David Lemming was my youth pastor at Mount Vernon Baptist Church. And he is now pastor at Lewis Memorial Baptist. Where's that church? Pea Ridge Road. I've always thought I could remember it because I thought it was a funny name, on Pea Ridge. And then there's David Richards, met me at Bethesda. Well, thank you. I don't know if that's Bethesda, Maryland, or Bethesda Church, or what, but that's where I met him. But it's good to see everybody today. I hope you're having a great day, staying safe. I'll be glad when this is done so we can get back out there. Pray for everybody. Pray for the world. I tell you, we need prayer. There's Brother David. That's what we call him, Brother David Lemming. And then David Lee. Wow, from Fremont, Ohio. Hope you're doing well, David. I saw some pictures the other day on Facebook of us from Brazil, I think, or somewhere where we spent some time. It's amazing over the years. I've been to 26 different countries in all 50 states except for Idaho. Don't know what their problem is. I like potatoes as good as anybody. Anybody out there listening in Idaho, bring me out there. Would love it. Well, y'all have a good day. That's it. I just want to come on and encourage you guys. Hopefully it was an encouragement. I'll try to get back tomorrow, maybe have another song, some more funny pictures, and we'll talk about whatever you want to talk about. Just type it on there, and we'll talk about it. So, love you guys. Have a great day, and keep living for Jesus, as my pastor would say. Live for Jesus.